Mm-mm-mm. Huh. Oh, all right. Wait for. Waiting for some people to come in. Waiting for some people to come in. Um, Tonight, I don't know if you can hear me, but tonight I will be doing a live event. I will be doing a live event tonight. Uh, Panel is not really exactly a panel. I'm going to have people. What it is this is going to be called. This is going to be what's called Umar Confessionals, right? So while I entertain, I'm gonna let people come up. I'm gonna let people come up and express, and I want you to express freely. 2 minutes. I'm gonna put 2 minutes. I might go three. I want people to express what they feel. Excuse me, I'm cleaning up a little bit. Um, I want people to express how they feel about Umar Ifatunde. I want people to go ahead and express how they feel and give your reason, give your reasoning why he's this, why he's that, why he's not capable of doing this, why he's not capable of doing that. If you were a supporter of Umar, if you are a supporter of Umar, then talk about it, right? Talk about it. I mean, I'm with you. I'm with you. But for those who ain't, go ahead, please. Feel free to express yourself. I'm gonna sit back and I'm not gonna say anything. And if y'all want to have a panel discussion, we can. I have no issues with it. There will be no disrespect. There ain't gonna be no hollering or ain't gonna be none of that. No cussing, none of that. So or no cussing at well, I'll do most of the cussing. I'm gonna try not to. I'm gonna try to be as civil as I possibly can, but I'm not gonna promise anything. All right. But I want us to have a good discussion, and I want you to freely express how you feel about Umar Abdul Johnson, since people are disgusted and upset with Umar. And I'm gonna tell you the honest truth. There's upset, there's disappointment, which they're all the same things. But then there's is hearsay and this and that. And I want to have a discussion on it. I want you to freely discuss what you feel about Umar, like I said. But again, I'm gonna lay down the ground rules one more time. We ain't gonna no talking crap about one another. I'm not gonna do all that. I see you disrespect people in the chat. I got sniper rifles. I see you disrespect anybody in the chat. My snipers will be ready. I mean, you can take it for what it is. You can take it for what it is. I got snipers that'll take you out the chat and put you wherever. But we want to have a conversation. I'm not going back and forth with, you know, in that type of a way. But I will go back and forth with you logically, right? I will do that. I've seen many YouTubers, some I've never heard of before. I've seen many different YouTubers have a axe to grind with Umar, and I'm like, I've never seen you before, but that don't even matter. And then there's this audit thing, which I think it's fake. Number one, because when I put in FDMG, because all you have to do is log in the numbers, or you put in FDMG Academy. I didn't receive anything. But here's the thing. Even if it were true, even if it was true, and it's spreading like wildfire, even if that were true, how did Lynn and Honor get it before anybody else did? How did Lynn and Honor get all the information before anybody else did? You see, we pick and choose who's what in the community. We pick and choose who's what. And this is what I say, some of y'all are hypocrites. Some of y'all are fucking hypocrites. It's like a person can do X, Y, Z, but if it's Dr. Umar Ifatunde, right? If Dr. Ifatunde does something, it's like nuclear war. We got to get all the grenades and all the everything, but a person does the exact same thing. He's redeemed a hero. He's redeemed a hero. And I cannot accept that. A person who is scamming is a scammer. A person who is a con artist is a con artist, right? So if Omar is a con artist, then Lynn and Honor must be the savior. Because Lynn and Honor, as we well know, so many years ago, has done the exact same thing, and I provide the receipts. But he's redeemed a hero. I think I can do that. And that's okay. That's okay. That's quite okay. So, like I said, we are going to. Oh, shoot. Oh. All right. Whew. Get some of that stuff out of there. Like I said, we're going to be going live 5 o'clock p.m. Specific time, 9 o'clock Eastern time. And I want y'all to be there. So spread the word. I know this is in short notice, but I want you to spread the word. And hopefully I see you there. And, as far as Mr. Lego is concerned, I'm not going to go back and forth with that guy. He can believe whatever he wants to believe. I'm just a supporter of Umar, but I'm not going to listen to his show. As a matter of fact, I'm not going to even go on the show anymore, because that was straight disrespect. What I got as soon as I came up, like I said, I was just disrespected. And it's like, if we're going to continue to do this, then YouTube is nothing but a fail-safe for crybabies. Crybabies, narcissistic people, failures that happiness type niggas. I mean, it's a whole bunch of stuff. So I'm not gonna go back and forth with Mr. Let Go. I'm not. I'm not. He can have his little bubblegum money. He can make his little bubblegum money, make his little sissy ass shows. I'm not gonna lower my standards or lower m- myself to all this nonsense because merely he's about views. He's about views and he's about content. Ever since that crazy ass show, and it's still going, but ratings are not what it used to be. Some crazy show that he was on where they're discussing about relationships, that's not doing so well. Um, we need to do we need to do better as a people, but I'm not gonna keep doing. In order for us to do that, I would like for us to have conversations, real conversations, not none of this high school shit. I mean, if you want to do high school, I mean, go to the next nigga and do that. Go to the next nigga, poke them and keep poking at them, and hopefully the results you get are not catastrophic because the next nigga that you play with might not, you know, oh shoot, might not um take it as well. They might not. So, I'm getting old. I'm getting older, and the older I get, the more the more I'm thinking this isn't YouTube is not for a social it's not for social play. There are maybe fewer in between podcasts, not podcasts, is fewer in between like people who have real good shows. And I guess I can add in podcasts. But right now, you just have this hatred for one particular person, and that's Umar, and that's fine. So I challenge any and everyone, and please spread the word that I will be going live tonight around 5 p.m. specific time, 8 o'clock Eastern time. Um, let's have a discussion. You can say whatever you want. You can say whatever you want. I'm gonna put the 2 minute. I'm gonna go ahead and put the 2 minute timer up. But if here's the thing, if I don't see too many people who want to come up, and I thank God for the 25 people who came there. I'm thankful for that. But I expect a little bit more, but that's fine. That's okay. If you have a problem, please come up to the panel. I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to start the timer. I'm going to start the timer and I'm going to let you rip. I'm just going to let you rip. And depending on how many want to come up, we're probably going to do like possibly maybe 30 minutes to an hour, depending. And after the 30 minutes to an hour, then we can have a panel discussion. And I'll everything that you express, now I'm going to express to y'all, right? So we can have a back and forth conversation. I'm not going to get mad, Mahogany. I'm not going to get mad. I'm not going to get upset. I'm merely going to be chill. I'm going to be chill about it. I'm definitely going to be chill. So, like I said, we want this to be fun. Meanwhile, I'm not worried about any uh taxes, and I mean, people have in different districts, and possibly in Wilmington, Delaware, it might affect him in a different matter, but you never know. He's he knows about it. He knows about the letter, if there is such a letter. He knows about everything that's coming through. And I'm sure him and his team have a strategy plan. And I hope he does get his check. I hope he does get his check. I hope he gets back going again, and this time finish the mission. If I were his advisor, if I was a friend, which I can see that I am, but in this game and in this business, there are no friends. So what I would say to him would be, you need to get offline. You need to get offline a little bit. You need to concentrate on your health. You you just concentrate on your health, and to make sure that you get healthy, because you look like you haven't slept in a while. That's what I would tell him. It'll get your mind right. It'll get you back focused. Stop messing with these goofies. Yes, and I heard Miss Siobhan can't keep her fat ass mouth shut. I've heard her, because she went back to Tasha K twice. Like, what does that gain? It gains nothing but more slander. It gains nothing. So this is going to be tough for him, but that's what happens when you're in business. That's what happens when you open up a business, I should say. When you open up a business, you're going to fail the first time. You're going to fail the first time around. You learn your mistakes and you grow. You grow from your mistakes. And then afterwards, get back up on your feet, because I'm telling you, if it said what if they're saying is true, that he does owe, I mean, the numbers are misconstrued, 38, 35, 38, 40,000, doesn't matter. If he can't pay that number within 2 weeks, they may or may not take the school, which I don't see them doing, because he bought those schools outright. I don't see that. This is what I say about America. How is it that when you buy property, let's just say, for example, buy the property, right? Okay. Sorry about that. When you buy property, you own the land. You own the land which you bought the property from. I mean, you own it outright, so therefore you can build whatever you want on it. You can build whatever you want on it. But America has completely shown that it does not give a shit what you think as a true America, as they say. So I know they don't give a shit about Umar. They just don't. They just do not. But Umar still has support. I still support him, but I just want, this is what I want from him. Get rest, get back on the ball, do what you need to do to finish the mission. Do what you need to do to finish the mission. But for the rest of these Negroes who have a great, and I discussed this yesterday with a young lady, and again, we're just going to have to agree to disagree. She says Just because I don't support doesn't mean I don't have a stake in it. How do you have a stake for something that you don't support? I don't understand it. I don't get it. But I know business. Everybody knows, but you got 1,000 people. You got 1,000 people per day always proclaiming that they know business. Maybe they know business. Maybe they. I know business. Okay, I was this close to owning my own car wash back then. Me and a partner of mine. But what they were asking for was a wee bit too much for 12 or like 12 by 16 acres of land, which now a rental car place is already taken over that place. I mean, it was perfect. It was perfect for, you know, and the roof, and they refixed the roof because the roof burnt down. It was very good. It was very good indeed. But you had to have a business mindset. I mean, you have to measure how much the water bill is going to be, how much the light bill is going to be. If you need maintenance, how much maintenance is going to be, and all this other stuff. Uh, Cleaning up the you had to pay for the space in the parking lot and all this other stuff. And I got it, and I get it. And then when you want in, let's just say you hiring workers, you got to pay yourself a salary. You got to pay yourself a salary, a decent, a fair amount type of a salary. And then you got to look at your workers, depending on how many workers you want, and you got to factor in how much you're going to pay your workers, right? In the law of, I would say in Clark County, the minimum wage is, I think, $9.50 an hour now. But certain people pay $12 an hour. Some people pay $15 an hour, which ain't going nowhere. And some people pay $18 an hour starting off. And then after a year of getting it in, you get a pay increase. You get a dollar increase, right? So I understand that this is something that Umar is going to have to deal with on his own, but we have his back. That we ask is the only thing that we ask is finish the mission. Just finish the mission. I'll see. I'll see you tonight.